clocking in at just under 17 microns wide. This fine-tipped technical pen draws very thin, satisfying lines, but here, with this super magnified view, you can see what it's doing and how the ink seeps into the paper. Now I'm going to make this quick because I've been drinking a lot of coffee on an empty stomach and I need to go heat up some Swedish meatballs for lunch. So here's a big drawing, very detailed. It's a doodle, but look, I'm thinking that maybe I need to switch up my art a little bit. Maybe I can draw some things that are a little bit more representative. I can do it. I know I have the capability. I'm good enough, okay? I know how to move the pen across the paper and make things look however I want them. Usually, it's just I don't have the desire, but I think maybe the desire it's starting to be there. So I came up with a little list. I kind of spitballed some ideas. I wrote some of them down on my notepad on my phone. And so maybe I'm going to give you some of my drawing ideas I came up with last night. And you just tell me if any of these stick in your head more than others, or if they're just all dumb. But if one of them seems a little bit better than others, let me know. Or if you have any ideas of your own, okay? And I haven't read back over any of these, so that maybe when I'm reading them over, they will all seem dumb to me. And in fact, I'm mortally afraid that they will seem a little bit cringy. But I think the power of them is in the execution. For example, like if I was just to draw a person's face, like faces are powerful, right? There's something about them. We like looking at faces. If it's just someone else's face in real life, or a drawing or a painting of a face, or a photograph, like there are some photography exhibits you can go to, and it's just photographs of faces. But if I was going to draw a face, I think I could do it in my own way, and it would be cool. I'm just spitballing here. So I'm going to hit you with some of these ideas really quick here, right after our sponsored segment. The internet has made an indelible mark on our world. And make sure you go look at the tools Squarespace gives you for creating and hosting your own website. Just start imagining all the things you could do with your own website. Yeah, you probably have your own social media and stuff. When you make your own Squarespace website, you can link it all up so that when you post something on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, it pops up on your own website. And they have this cool thing called the Fluid Engine for designing and moving different modules around on your Squarespace website. They morph together and move around each other, so it's not like formatting things on Microsoft Word where it's really frustrating. It's actually really satisfying and fun. So just go mess around with it. It's free to try. Go check it out. Look at the e-commerce options if you want to sell things online. Give that a shot. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Peter Draws for 10% off your first website or domain. Thank you. All right, here's some of my ideas for things I could draw. It says drawing ideas. I'm just going to rapid fire hit you with them. 2 people trying to put on the same shirt, and also 100 spiders are trying to put on the same shirt. All right, I feel like it's a strong start. A guy with legs as long as telephone poles, in fact they are telephone poles, and he's tripping and getting tangled in all the telephone and power lines. Someone with no head, but another body for a head instead. Someone sitting in an armchair. It has a really tall back, the background is dark, and they're sipping from a dainty little teacup, but they're holding the teacup with long tentacles coming out of their eye sockets. A guy is trying to swallow another guy whole, unhinging his jaw like a snake, and the other guy is fighting with an arm and a leg propped on the rim of the mouth, and with his other arm, he's swallowing a third guy. A guy with a long, skinny head and a short body and arms and legs like barrels. I have dreams of people shaped like that sometimes. I think that's where that one came from. A woman eating an apple. That one, that's it for that one. It's all in the execution. Someone reaching out towards the viewer with a gesture and an expression that says, "No, don't draw me." A crowd of people shouting with angry faces, with their fists in the air, but their fists are tiny, like the size of cherry tomatoes. A figure pressed with its back against a sheer rock cliff face, suspended high above the ground, as if kept there only by the force of the cliff moving forward at great speed. Does that one make sense? I don't know if I described that well. A man painting on an easel that is 100 feet away with a long, spindly paintbrush, which he holds up effortlessly. 18 people walking in a line, and they're all identical, or all different, or all identical except for one thing, or all different except for one thing. Don't know. A warrior with 2 huge hammers, each one the size of a school bus. Or maybe the hammers are school buses. Someone firing a crazy gun that shoots out chandeliers instead of bullets. 2 people sitting down to dinner with empty plates, and they look off to one side with a subtle, horrified look. I think that one could be cool. A guy washing his hands in a big ceremonial bowl full of hands. A guy driving in a pickup truck, and he's wide enough to sit in both front seats. Or everything's normal. He's just a guy in a truck. Or he's driving and he's asleep. Or he has an impossibly big smile and his face is pressed to the side window. I don't know. A guy playing bagpipes and his face is all puffed up, cheeks and veins bulging in his neck and forehead, and the bagpipe is bulging too, and it has like 40 crazy pipes coming out. Or how about cowboy with big pants and little boots? Don't know about the hat size. A track athlete in little shorts getting ready to race, posed up on the starting blocks, but their hands are massive and are clearly going to weigh them down. A scientist in a lab coat, slouching and eating potato chips, listening to a podcast. A fish holding a sword, maybe wearing a vest, and possibly fighting another fish or an octopus, or overseeing the operation of a trebuchet in the siege of a fishbowl. A young lord, well-dressed, standing with a confident pose, a cane in his hand. He is standing perched effortlessly atop a horse which is galloping across ocean waves, and dolphins are swimming, jumping alongside, and birds are flying along, carrying his servants and the people of his court. How about someone juggling 3 or 4 other people? How about someone standing in a room with only 3 chairs in it, and they're pondering which chair to sit in? A woman whose knees are elbows and whose hair is made of elbows, and she's wearing goggles and swinging an axe at a piñata. It's exploding and elbows are coming out, and all the kids at the party flee in terror. Someone drying off with a towel after taking a shower. They're not wearing any clothes. 100 little slugs crawling into a person's eyes and nose and mouth while they're sleeping peacefully. I think I've had a dream about that one too. 2 people having a normal business meeting, but they are like 1 centimeter apart. A pig with human arms and legs, or maybe centipede legs. I think I came up with that one because pig bodies seem a lot easier to draw than human bodies. A big flower standing at a bus stop, checking its watch, or maybe scrolling on its phone. And then the last one I have written down here is a super close-up of a face, comma, and it just ends there. I didn't finish the last one. Anyways, let me know if you think there's anything there. I think there's something. That's just me. That was me brainstorming ideas. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. This is a pretty good doodle. I think I like this doodle a lot. I don't know what else to say. It's but I think. All right. I think I've said everything I need to say. All right. Goodbye. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Okay. All right. Thanks. And goodbye. Peter out.